with other men. Like the world's gone mad, bro, innit? Like, but it's over. Some people they don't want to be public with it. Yeah, they don't want their pictures on a website. So like even on my website or on their own page, they might have pictures with their faces covered, or they, you know what I'm saying? Some people are low key, so she was a bit low key. So that was another scenario where she called me for help. I helped her, and then after that, we kind of started working together. She brought a couple other girls on board, and
did this kind of go hand in hand? Because before this, which we'll probably go into a little bit as well, you was getting into drug selling, right? You was dealing and stuff.
Drugs and prostitution, they are very closely related.
And did you think that, hey, hang on, if I can rent this flat for $2.5 grand, that's 10 grand a month, I could rather try get more into this rather than being on the street and shotting and getting caught in a different way.
That's exactly what it was for me. So when I found out that you could make money in that way, it was like, why am I risking? Because by then I've already been in prison 3-4 times for drugs, driving. Altogether, I've been to like probably 10 different jails. You get me, for different things over the years. I've probably done about I'm between 5 or 7 years in jail, like behind the door.
Do you think the system failed you at all? I mean,
I actually think the system's fair. Like the legal system, I think is quite fair. Like in this country, anyway. Okay. The judicial system, you can always judge a country on how they treat their prisoners and how their system is. And I think for the amount of trouble that I've been in, the things that I've done, I think the prison time that I've got is about fair. It's balanced. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got any long sentences that are like unjustifiable. Do you get me?
You've gone to prison 8 to 10 times.
Yeah.
It's failed you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I think society, I think in general, I think the rehabilitation side of it, every time I've gone jail, in one way or the other, it has rehabilitated me. And I've seen friends that have spent longer than me in jail that have maybe got 14 years, 28 years, 15 years, and they're doing half of it or 3/4 of it. And it's like, you see them, right, the first time they go jail, they might get slapped with like a fucking daddy stretch here. Let's say they get 15. They'll do fucking 7.5 years, come out, but then they get straight into it because they're still in that mindset when they first went in. Yeah, they're trying to make up for lost time. Do you get me? At this point, yeah. So they come out of jail after 6-7 years, they're back into shit. 2 years later, they're back in jail. That's the time they learn. You know, when they're back in jail, where they've been out, they've seen their children that are older, they've got a taste of legit life, they've been working, they've started making money, they've started doing illegal activity as well, a little bit, and got caught, landed them back inside. Then they're like, fuck, bruv, I'm older now. I'm 30 now. Like, I'm in jail. Like, I can't go back now. Then they do a few more years. Then they come out. Then it's like, yo, now I'm not looking to make up for lost time. I'm looking for the future now. Because now I'm like halfway there now. I'm 35 years old. Have I even got 35 years? Do you know what I'm saying? So family's getting older. Or my mum's getting older. My dad's getting older. My kids are getting older. You know what I'm saying? So I think, not with everyone, but I've seen it with people that want to change, that have got some sort of light in them or some sort of faith in something. I've seen them change, bro. I'm talking like from people that beat off shots broad daylight, rob people, kidnap people, burn people with irons and take their toenails off. I'm talking about guys like that.
Wow.
To where they are now, where they're working legit jobs and they're active members, good members of society. I think without prison coming in between, I think, no, God knows, innit, what could have happened, innit? So even though I'm a criminal and I hate the fucking police, it's like you have to have a balance in life. Chaos and like good and evil, law and chaos, it's like they have to be balanced, innit? Otherwise, bro, the whole world's fucked, fam. Do you know what I mean? No one wants innocent people getting murdered or getting, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, so I think in some way, I think it's balanced, man.
It's true. How did you get into drugs? Like, what was that first moment that started leading you into the underground?
So the first time I done drugs, I'd say, I think I was 14. I smoked weed.
Wow.
And until then, obviously, in my family, no one's done drugs. I never saw drugs at home. So obviously I think my granddad smoked. Maybe one of my uncles smoked. Other than that, none of my family, my dad didn't smoke. My mum doesn't smoke or do drugs. My dad might have had, actually he's British Asian, so he might have had the odd drink, whatever. But even he's not a druggie or alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really see that at home.
Mm.
So for me, it was at school, obviously around other people, older influences outside of school.